All right, so hey guys, me as for you guys, will be showing you guys my lineup for the U.S. men's national team versus Panama. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about this game real quick. Like I said before, guys, this is a game that we have to build upon, and this for me is a game that we have the potential to really see how this U.S. men's national team is gonna do. Because, like I said, guys, before, Panama will be a nation that will most likely face on course in the World Cup qualifiers at some point. Like I said before, and this will be a good test for us. Remember, guys, this will be our final international game of this year. So we will see what this U.S. men's national team is more than capable of. And I do want to highlight some things I want to see. And before I go ahead and before we talk about the lineup real quick, I do want to talk about some things I want to see. Okay. So the first thing I want to see is, will Greg Berhalter make the tactics very complicated? Because the one thing I noticed that against Wales is that we never really had any build up. We never really attacking, and I feel like the biggest problem why we couldn't score goals against Wales was the fact that we never had a true striker. You know, he put on Sebastian Lletget when he isn't a striker. He's a cam. He's a midfielder. He was essentially there to play as a false nine, and I'm hoping that Sebastian Lletget does not play in the striker position or even any part of this game. So that's the first thing I'm going to look at. And the second thing I want to see is, how many shots on target can we get? Because against Wales, we only got one shot on target. That is not that great. I will excuse it because it was our first game in a very long time. However, we cannot use that same excuse for tomorrow's performance because, like I said before, guys, there comes to a point where that is simply unacceptable, right? So we have to ensure that doesn't happen again. And finally, my third key point is, will the team have enough? Will the team still have enough energy to play full intensity? That's something that against Wales we did to the great effect. Can we do the same in this game too, or was that just a fluke? Right. So we need to make consistency now. Consistency is very important because, like I said, guys, international football is it's pretty hard. You don't have a lot of games. You got to play what you got, and you have to choose the best lineup for the team, but not necessarily the best players. It's all about chemistry. It's all about teamwork. And that's what's really important for international football as opposed to club football. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and look at the U.S. men's national team starting 11, where I want to see the starting 11 for tomorrow's game. Zach Steffen in goal. He should continue to be in that goal. He was pretty good against Wales, and I would say he should definitely continue to be in that starting position. Left back, I would put Anthony Robertson. I think he had a pretty solid game. No complaints whatsoever. John Brooks, the same for him. He played solid. Now, for this one's a bit of an interesting one because I personally want to see Chris Richards over Mayazaga. I have no problem with Mayazaga. I have no problem with him. It's just that I want Chris Richards to get some minutes. He didn't play whatsoever against Wales, and I think it would be a good opportunity for Richards to play in this game. We know what he's capable of. He plays for Bayern Munich. When you play for Bayern Munich, which is, in my opinion, the best team in the world, you need to get some minutes. And so forth. So Richards should definitely start in this game. Or at least, maybe not start necessarily, at least get some minutes. Hopefully we can see him play some minutes tomorrow. So Junior Dest in that right back position, obviously, he should continue to start there. And then for my midfield, it's kind of a little weird because, actually, no, it's never mind. My midfield, I would like for Tyler Adams to be in the CDM, to be like that, a defensive type of player, that to protect the back line and to protect the midfield, in that kind of way. I think he did a pretty decent job, and he came off the 70th minute, so that was probably for minutes. He just came back from injury from RB Leipzig, so there we go. Weston McKennie in the box-to-box midfield. I thought he had a pretty solid game. In my opinion, he was the man of the match against Wales. His speed, his flanks, his speed on the flanks was very good. And he almost acted like a forward at sometimes, despite the fact he was playing pretty much as CM. And then Gino Reyna. I want Gino Reyna to be in this kind of cam position, per se, because like I said before, guys, I feel like Gino Reyna can find those through balls for our wingers and for our strikers, and he can stay central. Because I think to get the best out of Gino Reyna, we need him to stay central. Because him going out wide, I don't think is the best for his talent. Let me know what you guys think about Gino Reyna. I think Gino Reyna is a great young prospect indeed. And then Lainez, I would say, put on the left wing. I think he should continue to. I think I would love for him to start in this game. He didn't play against Wales, and so hopefully he can. And Sebastian Soto. I think Sebastian Soto deserves an opportunity. He's been playing pretty well for his club. And I think it would be nice for him to get some minutes here, or even if you're not going to start him, you could start Timothy Weah. I wouldn't be opposed to that. And on the right, Connor De La Fuente, of course. I think he had a pretty okay game against Wales, and I think he can build on that experience. Okay. So now it is time. Let's talk a little bit about Panama before we make the prediction. So Panama coming into this game are kind of in like their team is their nation's very aging. The fact that they reached the World Cup was amazing and all. Since then, though, they have kind of gone through in a downhill trajectory. Right now, I believe they're currently 8th right now on the CONCACAF rankings. And as you can see right here, the last time we did play against Panama, we did beat them 1-0, just about. And as you can see right here, Panama haven't exactly been brilliant ever since the World Cup. They haven't done great. Their CONCACAF Gold Cup, they came second in the group and they lost to Jamaica, I believe, in the quarterfinals. So, like I said, guys, Panama I feel like is a nation that's kind of in the works in progress. Like I said, they are going to play the World Cup qualifiers for the first round, as you can see right here, against Dominican Republic, and so forth. So I think this will be very interesting for us. I think Panama will challenge us. I think Panama will play in the counterattack. And I think we have to be very solid defensively because I think against Wales we had some nervy moments where defensively we made some big mistakes. Overall, I thought we controlled the game fairly well, and I am pleased with the result. So, with all that said, now it's time to move on to the best part of the video, aka the predictions part. And I'm sure you guys love this part, and this is the part where you guys can leave down your predictions down below in the comment section below, and so forth. So let's go ahead and look at the predictions. I'm going to go ahead and predict right now that USA will win this game. I'm going to say 2-0. I'm saying 2-0. I'm going to say Connor De La Fuente will score a goal and Gino Reyna will score a goal. How awesome would that be? So, like I said before, guys, that's pretty much my match preview. I'll be back tomorrow for the lineup reaction, and I'll be back for the match review, of course, and so forth. So, like I said before, guys, let me know what you guys think below in the comments below. Like I said, what are you guys expecting from this game? Do you guys think the USA can beat Panama? I think they can. And how confident are you guys? How confident are you guys coming into the World Cup qualifiers? And so, I would like you to let me know your guys' thoughts below in the comments below. And if you haven't already, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Please check out the description below for my Twitter, my Discord, my email, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.